Are you constantly exhausted, like dealing with heavy brain fog, or feeling inexplicably weak even after a solid 8 hours of sleep? Well, you might actually be dealing with one of the most common nutritional deficiencies in the entire world. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're exploring a truly foundational topic: how to effectively manage and even reverse iron deficiency through simple, everyday dietary choices. We're going to unpack a straightforward, beginner-friendly guide covering exactly what iron deficiency is, the hidden symptoms you might be totally ignoring, and how to fix it directly from your own kitchen. It's all about translating complex nutritional science into actionable wellness. So let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to hit 3 key areas today. First up, the science of iron. Second, a practical food nutrition guide. And third, the food health benefits you can expect.
So how do we bridge the gap between a clinical deficiency and our daily diet? This is incredibly important because this issue is astonishingly widespread. We're talking billions of people globally. But who's actually most at risk here? Well, women, especially those of reproductive age, are highly susceptible. Athletes who deplete their stores through intense training, and vegans or vegetarians who might not be absorbing quite enough iron from plant-based sources, they're also right at the top of the list. You know, it's one thing to know you need iron, but it's an entirely different challenge to know exactly what to put on your plate to fix the problem. Understanding how common this is and recognizing if you fall into a high-risk group is absolutely the crucial first step to taking back control of your energy levels.
Moving on to Section 1, the science of iron. Let's look at the foundational research.
To truly tackle this issue, we have to understand what iron deficiency is on a biological level, starting directly with food science research. Iron is an essential mineral, right? And its main gig is helping your body make hemoglobin. Now, hemoglobin is a protein found in your red blood cells, and you can think of it like a microscopic delivery truck. Its job is to carry oxygen from your lungs to literally every single cell, tissue, and organ in your body. So when your iron levels drop too low, your body simply cannot produce enough of these delivery trucks. Because of this, your tissues are actually deprived of oxygen at a cellular level. You're essentially suffocating from the inside out, which totally explains why your engine suddenly feels like it's completely stalled. Understanding this science completely shifts how we view the food we eat. It's not just fuel, it's the literal raw material for our body's oxygen delivery system.
And because of that lack of cellular oxygen, the warning signs of iron deficiency are super specific. The most common one, a crushing, persistent fatigue that just doesn't go away no matter how much you sleep. But it goes way beyond just being tired. You might notice unusually pale skin, or maybe you find that your hands and feet are constantly freezing cold. That actually happens because your body is intelligently restricting blood flow to your extremities to save whatever oxygen it has left for your vital organs. Crazy, right? You might also experience sudden shortness of breath from just minor physical exertion, or get frequent headaches, dizziness, or even notice your nails getting brittle. Listen, these aren't just random quirks of getting older or having a stressful week. They are clear, flashing warning signs from your biology that your iron stores are critically depleted.
Let's move to and see how this builds a bridge from the problem straight into the solution. You absolutely do not need a medical degree or a fancy laboratory to fix an iron deficiency. You just need a targeted, intelligent grocery list. The academic food science research tells us exactly what our red blood cells are begging for, but a practical food nutrition guide gives us the actual tools to deliver it. It's incredibly empowering to realize that the most effective interventions don't always happen in a doctor's clinic. They literally happen right on your kitchen counter 3 times a day. Which brings us to Section 2, Food Nutrition Guide. Let's get into the actionable steps.
When we head to the grocery store with our food nutrition guide in hand, we have to understand that not all iron is created equal. There are 2 very distinct types of dietary iron: heme iron and non-heme iron. Heme iron comes from animal sources. Think lean red meats, poultry, and fish. Your body absorbs heme iron incredibly efficiently. It's practically got a VIP pass straight into your bloodstream. On the flip side, we have non-heme iron, which comes from plant sources. This includes fantastic foods like spinach, lentils, chickpeas, pumpkin seeds, and tofu. Now, non-heme iron is fantastic for your health, but your body definitely has a harder time absorbing it. If you're relying primarily on plants for your iron, you can't just eat these foods and hope for the best. You've got to use a bit of nutritional strategy to unlock them.
And that strategy comes down to a few brilliant yet simple dietary hacks. We're going from analyzing the science to actually implementing it to unlock those health benefits. If you want to dramatically boost the absorption of plant-based non-heme iron, you absolutely need the vitamin C trick. Pairing an iron-rich food with a solid source of vitamin C can skyrocket your absorption. So if you're having a spinach salad, toss in some strawberries or squeeze some fresh lemon juice right over the top. The vitamin C chemically binds to the iron, making it vastly easier for your gut to take in. But, and this is a big but, you also have to watch out for the blockers. Calcium is a major inhibitor of iron absorption, so you probably want to avoid washing down an iron-heavy meal with a giant glass of milk. Also, the tannins and polyphenols in coffee and tea, they're notorious iron blockers. So if you love your morning cup of coffee or tea, just make sure to drink it an hour before or after your iron-rich meals, rather than sipping it right alongside them.
All right, Section 3, Food Health Benefits. Let's look at the tangible outcomes.
And this brilliantly illustrates what happens when you start successfully applying these dietary strategies. The tangible food health benefits are truly remarkable. By systematically reversing your iron deficiency, you're effectively turning the oxygen supply back on for your entire body. The first thing you'll probably notice is a massive spike in your baseline energy levels. That heavy, persistent fatigue just begins to lift. The brain fog clears up, giving you so much better focus and cognitive sharpness throughout the day. You'll also likely notice a more robust immune system, meaning you're fighting off those annoying seasonal bugs much faster. Even those little things, like finally having warm hands and feet again, start to resolve. Your body simply runs differently when it's actually operating on a full tank of oxygen.
So the crucial point is how we bring this all together into a simple, beginner-friendly routine, one grounded in science research, structured by nutrition guides, and culminating in real health benefits. It's honestly easier than you might think. Imagine starting your day with a bowl of warm oatmeal, topped with iron-rich pumpkin seeds and a handful of strawberries to provide that crucial vitamin C for maximum absorption. For lunch, maybe a hearty lentil and spinach salad, dressed with a zesty citrus vinaigrette. Again, you're combining non-heme iron with vitamin C while making sure to hold off on that afternoon coffee for just a bit. Then for dinner, a simple lean beef stir-fry or a tofu and broccoli mix with bell peppers. Just a few very intentional pairings throughout the day can entirely transform your iron intake without it ever feeling like a massive chore.
When you align your daily eating habits with this biological science, you're doing far more than just treating a temporary symptom. You're building a lifelong defense mechanism against fatigue and physical burnout. This synergistic relationship of science, guidance, and benefits means your diet becomes an active tool for sustaining your vitality. Knowing how to pair your foods, knowing what to actively avoid, and understanding the signals your body is sending you, it creates this incredibly sustainable approach to wellness that'll serve you for decades. It's a fundamental shift, really, from being at the mercy of your energy levels to being completely 100% in control of them.
So I'll leave you with this. How will you apply these 3 pillars, science, guidance, and benefits, to your own wellness journey? Take a look at your next meal. Is it actively working for your energy, or is it working against it? Are you maximizing your absorption or accidentally blocking the exact nutrients your body is practically begging for? Start applying these simple, scientifically backed dietary tweaks today. Add that squeeze of lemon, delay that cup of coffee, and begin to unlock the abundant energy your body has been missing. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today, and here's to eating smarter and feeling incredibly vibrant. Keep learning and take care of yourselves.